we'll camp here.
We could reach Eagle Pass before dark, Kemo Sabe.
Well, I know, Tonto, but I'd rather size the situation up in the daytime.
What's wrong at Eagle Pass?
There's been a gold strike there, I hear. Claim jumping and even murder. Tonto, look. Right on his horse. Let's head him off.
We ride back fine right at Kemo Sabe?
I don't think so. We wouldn't find the trail in the darkness. This horse has come a long way.
Look, mud clear over Fetlock.
It hasn't rained in months. Let's find out where he was going.
Yeah!
Aw, gee, Grandpa. Nothing but squirrel stew again?
I'm afraid so, Lenny. After all, your pa's been away more than a month.
Suppose he stays 2 months. 3 months, a whole year. We gotta keep eating squirrel stew forever. Do we, Grandpa?
No, Lenny, no. I'll see Mr. Hayes at the store. He'll give us some things. I'm sure he will.
Good! Some fresh beef and bacon and some licorice drops, huh, Grandpa?
We'll see, we'll see.
Gee willikins.
Somebody outside.
Maybe it's Pa coming home. It's old Paint all alone.
Who's there and what do you want?
A friend. Please open the door.
Now, you listen to me, whoever you are. I got me a loaded rifle here, and I can hit a squirrel at 100 feet.
Well, I'm sure you can.
Now, when the door opens, you come in with your hands up. One false move and I'll shoot.
There'll be no false moves.
Let me open the door and stand back. Masked man. Back out. I'll count 5 and shoot. 1, 2, 3. I'm warning you, mister. 4.
I'm not leaving until you listen.
Out, you hear me?
We're on it. You have only 1 bullet. We 2 men. What you do now?
Believe me, sir, you won't need even 1 bullet.
Well, I reckon you can come in.
You say your father made many trips, and always to the same place?
Yes, sir. Dad called it Surprise Valley. He said it was so hidden he didn't think any white man had ever been there before him.
Him always bringing back gold?
Only a little. He said the vein always pinched out.
Then it would crop up again, perhaps a quarter of a mile away.
That's it exactly. Only he said he was going to stay there till he found the mother lode.
I believe he found it, sir. This is almost pure gold. A little sulfide and some quartz.
Gramps, we're rich. Can I have this hunk, mister? Oh, Gramps, can I? To keep in my pocket?
I guess so, if you'll only be quiet. Now, what do you suppose happens?
Yeah, it's plain your son was stopped somewhere. Somebody took the gold out of these saddlebags. Somehow the horse broke away and headed home.
That's just like old Paint. He don't want to go someplace nobody can make him.
Reckon you don't understand, Lenny. Afraid your pa's in trouble.
There's an easier way to get loose, Mr. Peters. All you have to do is play ball with us, and I'll cut those ropes in a jiffy.
If I don't play ball, you'll use a knife on me.
Well, that's up to you. It isn't like I wanted something for nothing, Mr. Peters. You and I need each other.
I got a gold mine. You got a gang of outlaws. What do I need you for?
To save you from them, in case they get impatient.
You can't scare me out of my claim. As long as I don't tell you where it is, you'll never find it.
Oh, I don't know. We found the secret entrance to Surprise Valley here, and we captured you.
But you haven't made me say where my claim is.
That's right. But every man has his breaking point, Mr. Peters, and we'll find yours.
But what are we gonna do? We gotta find Pop somehow.
You're not worried, boy.
Tell me, Does your son always ride the same horse?
Yeah, always.
My pop wouldn't ride any horse but old Paint.
We'll put Paint on the trail in the morning. A little pushing, I think he'll lead us to the claim.
You don't have to push him, mister. Just let me ride him. He'll take me where Pa is. I know he will.
Ride him? There ain't no telling what you'll be getting into.
They'd be trailing right behind me. I wouldn't be scared.
Of course you wouldn't, son. But it's too risky.
Oh, gee. Gramps.
Masked man's right, boy. Bad enough if your pa's in danger. Without you, maybe getting into trouble, too.
What if old Pink won't backtrack without me riding him?
We'll wait for daylight and let the horse decide that. Come on, Tonto.
You're not leaving us, are you, mister?
We'll be back by sunup. Tonto and I'll ride into Eagle Pass and see what we can find out.
No use being stubborn, Mr. Peters. We'll get what we want, whether you tell us or not.
Telling you nothing.
Well, maybe you won't have to. Here's Harvey Long now. He's probably found out where your claim is. Any luck, Harvey?
Yes and no. Backtracked as long as the light held out. He went down the creek bed just like you figured.
You see, Peters? I told you he'd find your claim.
Well, I didn't find it, Slade. I lost his trail on a shelf of pegmatite. So hard that horse's hoofs couldn't even scratch it.
Pegmatite? That shows you that he knows his rock formations. He can help you work your claim while I'm at the county seat filing the papers.
What papers?
Well, the ones you're going to sign for me to take to the land office. You know, showing a full description of the claim and deeding over to us half interest in the mine.
No. It's my strike and I'm keeping it. All of it.
You go on talking that way and you won't keep nothing.
You'd better be ready to show us the mine in the morning, partner.
Grandpa's still asleep, Paint. Time we started looking for Pa on our own. All right, Paint. I'm giving you your head. Now take me where Pa is.
Get Paint horse while you talk to Griff and grandson.
Yes, and hurry.
Just a minute. Well, didn't mean to keep you waiting. I must have slept sounder than I figured. What'd you find out?
Slade gang moved into town 2 weeks ago. They've been claim jumping and terrorizing the miners.
You think they got my son?
And if they have, let's hope his horse will lead us to him in time.
Paint horse gone, Kemo Sabe. Tracks lead down the trail.
Are you sure?
Ah, little boy's footprints lead to horse.
Lenny? Lenny, where are you? He ain't here.
Look like notes, Kemo Sabe. Maybe him leave a message.
Read it to me, mister.
Dear Gramps, I'm going with old Paint to make sure you'll find Pop. Tell the masked man and his Indian friend to follow our trail. Lenny.
Oh, no. If the Slade gang has got his pa, and he runs into him, they'll grab him, too.
Not if we can prevent it. Come on, Tonto.
You two go on ahead. I'll ride to town for the law as soon as I get dressed. Me and the sheriff will follow you.
Right, Griff?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You mean to say you let those men trail after your grandson without you going along?
Well, they acted kind of honest-like, and...
Wearing a mask? Look, I haven't been sheriff long, but this beats anything I ever heard of. A man your age trusting a masked stranger.
You reckon I done wrong?
The only thing you've done right was come to me. For all you know, they could be part of the Slade gang. So now I'm going after a masked man who claims he's trying to help a little boy.
We're still on the right track.
Boy ahead for canyon.
Let's keep going.
Little boy ride paint horse this far, Kemo Sabe.
Yes, Tonto. He rode into this pool. If there's no sign, he rode out. Beyond that brush is a dead end.
Them not sinking pool. Muddy water not deep enough.
Mud. That's the answer, Tonto.
All right, reach, both of you. Get their guns, Griff.
You make big mistake.
Yeah? Where's the boy?
I can lead you to him.
You can't lead me nowheres, mister. A man wears a mask to me is an outlaw.
You wrong. Boy ride here to find father. We trail him.
You caught him, I figure.
The boy left this canyon before we got here.
Left it how? I didn't see no trail signs leading out.
Well, he didn't go that way. Or up the sides, unless he growed wings and flew out.
Sheriff, if you just let me explain.
I find that boy and his posse safe and sound, then I'll listen. Well, they gotta be somewheres. You keep these jaspers covered while I go searching.
Griff, you won't find them that direction. Can't you realize we're your friends? We're only trying to save your son and grandson from the Slade gang. Those men are killers.
Well, you ready to tell us where your mine is, Mr. Peters?
No, never.
Better not be too stubborn. The next time you're ready to drop, I may let you. I hear it's pretty painful being dragged across rough ground.
Go ahead and try it. You done tried about every trick and every torture on me, but you ain't found my breaking point yet.
No, but I will.
Hey, Slade. Look out yonder.
Well, Peters, there's your horse, the one that got away. And that wouldn't be your son, would it?
Pop! Oh, Pop!
Your breaking point, Mr. Peters.
Lenny, go back! Run, get help!
All right, take care of him, boys. Come on, Harvey. Let's go get the kid.
Looks like the kid tricked us.
Well, let's find him.
No use arguing, mister. Sheriff said to keep you here. He figures you're outlaws.
Him get wrong idea. Then him too proud to admit him make mistake. Him not even listen.
It's because he's young and inexperienced. A lawman doesn't trust honest people. It's because he doesn't yet trust himself. Believe me, Griff, we're only trying to help.
If we just knew the way into Surprise Valley.
I think I know, Griff. Tonto, you remember Paint's muddy legs? I believe he came through this pool last night. I think he took the boy back through the pool this morning.
Well, there's no way of getting through. Can't you see, mister? It's a dead end.
Griff, if I can prove to you that it isn't a dead end, that it leads to Surprise Valley, will you trust us?
Well, I trust old Nick himself if he'd help me find my kinfolk.
Good. All right, Tonto, try it.
You right, Kemo Sabe?
me get through. Well, I'll be jiggered. Mister, you hit on a secret passage to Surprise Valley. Here. And more power to you.
I only hope we're not too late.
The kid must have took cover someplace near here.
Yes, but we can't spend all day looking for him.
Why not? We got all day, haven't we?
Well, why bother? We got his horse. That's almost as good as having the kid himself.
Well, what's the horse got to do with it?
Well, when Peters sees the horse, we'll convince him we've got his son.
Might work at that, but I still think we can find the kid if we look around.
Oh, forget the kid. Come on, let's go.
Okay, you're the boss.
Surprise Valley.
The hidden pass bring us here like you say, Kemo Sabe. But where we find boy?
Well, I don't know. We've got to find them.
Paint's tracks lead in that direction, Kemo Sabe.
Tunnel. Look, riders coming. Let's find out who they are. Come on.
Mister, am I ever glad to see you? I thought they was coming back for me.
Who's they?
The men that took old Paint.
Lenny, this wouldn't have happened if you'd have stayed home like you were told. You were very brave to come here. And very foolish, too.
You disobey grandfather and get into much trouble.
But I just had to look for Pa. I never thought the outlaws would almost get me.
Outlaws?
They got Pop all tied up. 2 or 3 miles over yonder.
You stay here till we get back. Promise?
I promise.
Well, Mr. Peters, we caught your son and left him tied up in the hills.
No. I don't believe you.
Don't you? We brought back his horse to prove it. I'll make you a little offer. You tell us where we can find your gold mine, and we'll tell you where to find Lenny.
And if I say no?
Then I'm afraid you'll never find him, Mr. Peters. Come on, Harvey. Let's give him a few minutes to decide.
He can go for it?
Of course. But I've been thinking, why should we settle for half the mine when we can have it all?
Well, how are you going to do that?
Very simple. After he makes that map for us.
All right. I know when I'm licked. Now, cut me loose. Give me a pencil and paper, and I'll draw you a map of my gold claim.
The outlaws.
We ride in and capture them?
We've got to take them by surprise. They see us coming. It might cost Dan Peters his life.
We could use Indian buffalo hunt trick, Kemo Sabe.
I'll try it, Tonto. I'll ride around to the other side.
All right, hurry up.
I'm almost done.
Slade, look. Horse without a rider.
Mount up and head it off. It may be a trick. No, don't shoot now. You might hit Harvey. Let me have a clear shot at that engine.
Get their guns, Mr. Peters. Nice work, Tonto.
you all right, son?
I am now, thanks to this masked man and his Indian friend. They saved my life, and they saved my gold mine.
Sheriff, I'll leave these renegades in your hands.
Don't worry, mister. I'll see that they get the proper punishment. And I reckon I owe you an apology, and plenty of thanks.
Not at all. Tonto, it's time to go.
Mister, do you really have to go?
Yes, Lenny. We'll be around if we're ever needed. Adios.
I know that masked man was all right, no matter what the sheriff said.
But who is he? What's his name?
The Injun told us last night, didn't he, Payne? See? He's trying to tell you. It was the Lone Ranger.